I've noticed there's quite a few people camped on the beach. What are you doing here?
We're here to protest against nuclear power and to support the alternatives.
Really? Oh, why camp on the beach?
On the beach, because as you can see behind us is the Sizewell, Sizewell B reactor, and they're old Magnox reactors, and they've got plans to build a Sizewell C here, and also they'd like to build one at Hinckley as well in Somerset. And so we're all here to tell the government and the nuclear industry and everyone who cares to listen that we don't want nuclear power.
EDF? Off. So I'm investigating right here on this beach the unusual creatures, which seem to be humans to me. Why are you here on the beach?
Well, I don't think that nuclear is the future for us at Sizewell, at Hinckley or anywhere. I think it's a expensive and dangerous distraction from the sustainable solutions we need to move to a carbon-free future. I think we need to move towards decentralised energy, energy efficiency, cutting down our energy use and renewables, and I don't think the nuclear should be playing any part in our energy future.
That's nice. But why camp on the beach?
Well, it's not just any old beach. This is Sizewell Beach, where we've got Sizewell B nuclear power station humming behind us, and another one that's carbuncle, Sizewell A, which is no longer generating electricity, but it's going to be sitting there. Well, they're building a waste store there, which is going to hold spent nuclear fuel for something like 160 years.
It's going to create a tropical island, I'm told, for badgers.
Well, this is quite possible, so I think you badgers need to learn to swim, because this is a very low-lying area of coastline and it's supposed to be sinking geologically. There's always the risk of flooding and storm surges, and we could have a nice little nuclear island here in a decade or two's time.
That doesn't sound too good to me. So I'm trying to find out why people are on this beach today. What are you doing here?
Well, it's right by that great big nuclear power station. In fact, there's 2 nuclear power stations there, and they're going to build another, or they're planning to build another one over there. So it seems a good spot to say we don't want nuclear power stations here or anywhere else.
Ah, I see. It's becoming clearer. Oh, I found a swan. What are you doing here?
I'm here to try and stop the nuclear power stations.
But why on the beach? Why a camp?
Because of that behind us.
It is not very nice. Is it your egg? I was wondering, is it an egg?
No, it's a horrible, horrible nuclear power station that produces loads of waste that humanity cannot control. So I've come from Swan World to tell them to stop it, because we're all gonna die if it carries on.
Ah. Hello. Have you got anything to do with these banners?
I have, yeah. I just thought they would make some banners for the beach and try and make itself look pretty, because just over there something's quite ugly, and we thought these would pretty the place up a bit, really. A public awareness, really, of what's going on just behind us.
That's a fantastic idea. Do you find banners work well for raising kind of awareness of what's going on?
I think visual things can sometimes speak louder than words, yeah. I think pictures and colours and patterns, I think people relate to very well, yeah.
I think you humans are very interesting. So, there's lots of activity going on the beach. What's all this about then?
Well, this basically explains that with nuclear only produces 20% of our electricity at most. Electricity is only 20% of our energy, so nuclear is only at most 4% of our energy needs. So what are we going to do about the other 96% of our energy needs?
I see. Well, that's interesting. There's lots of technical graphs on here. Do you think that this is a good campaigning tool here on the beach?
I think it's been brilliant, because what the nuclear industry quite often does is says the scientists say this, and the people who don't know are saying that. But this actually shows we do our research, we know how to get rid of nuclear and still have enough energy. In fact, what we're saying is actually nuclear will actually hamper us being able to get cheap, affordable electricity. If you want higher energy prices, if you want global warming, go for nuclear. It doesn't solve those problems.
Do you want global warming? So, I've been looking around here and there's lots of faces I haven't seen on the beach before, but yours is a face I've seen before. What are you doing here?
I've been coming here since, since 1986, probably before that. And I got particularly interested because we were lied to by the government about the radiation that was coming over from Chernobyl. And when we discovered that in fact radiation was landing here, a small group of us decided we would not be lied to anymore by government. And we'd buy ourselves some monitoring equipment and we'd check our own radiation. And initially we did it virtually every day. That was 22 years ago. We managed to buy the monitor and get cracking. A number of us died since then. We can do it about once a week nowadays. But that's why you see me here.
I see. So you decided to do it instead of the government. That's interesting, because you know what? Badgers don't have a government.
Well done. But the thing is that badgers are here all the time. I'm only here once a week. So you are subject to the radiation of that thing all the time. And I can tell you something. While Sizewell A was working, all the time it was working, the radiation just outside the fence there was 10 times higher than it was on the sand dunes over there. So if you had your set in the up against the fence, you were getting more radiation than those badgers who were in the sand dunes by the sea.
Well, maybe I won't move here. I used to live at Hinckley, and they concreted my set.
I know they did.
So I think I'm not going to live here. Over and out.